Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. We'll get started in a few minutes. Right, let's catch up on some Twitter, then we go to YouTube, and then we go through the watch list and find out what is moving. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What up, what up, what up? Let me get my phone. Right, okay, I'm gonna go through some Twitter stuff and then we'll go to YouTube. Then we'll get started. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What up, guys? I know there's a few of you that just joined the Discord this morning, so welcome. And last night, I don't know if you are in here, but welcome if you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let me see what's moving. So let's go through some plays and then from there we will see what's happening. So good morning, good morning. Hello, bro. What's up, what's up? IVP here, this one, right? So when a stock's in a demand zone like this, right? There's two options in this trade. This, like this zone, okay, we can say like below this trend line here, right? All of this, this can be your, right? This can be your no trade zone, this red, this whole range here, because currently, right, the stock is bearish, indicated by this white trend line, right? So with that being said, we look, right, we look for entries around demand zone because this is where the buyers step in. And then hopefully this is where the price starts to reverse, right? So you have to wait for it to come into demand zone. Or the other way you can look for entries is if it breaks the trend line like this. So for example, right, if the trend line was, let's say like this, right? It broke above here, you see this? Then you can look for an entry and then that's when you expect it to go up. However, we can see that it is still bearish. So you have to wait for it to come into demand zone or wait for it to break the trend line. Either of those are your entry points, but right now nothing at all. You just let it wait and let it do its thing. CPOP, so this one right now is coming down. Last red candle for the push up, we can use this demand zone here, right? So this might be possible entries around this level. Okay, so we have demand zone here and we will see what this does do around here. So obviously this is kind of the top move at the moment. Right now it is bearish, okay? So when a stock is bearish, it obviously indicates that it's pulling back. That means it's pulling back, and we just indicate that by finding, right, a demand zone, which is this candle here. So we can use this level here, and then hopefully it pulls back to around this level, and maybe we can push it up actually because we have a nice resistance here. So let's see, maybe it will start to reverse here. Also, you have a $3 psychological level, which it may hold as well. Let me have a look where VWAP is. I'll go through your requests now, guys. I'm just going to try and break down some of these plays. Yeah, this might be actually looking pretty good for entries. As you can see here, right? It's currently above VWAP. So maybe you could look for entries. If this candle closes like this in, I would say 2 minutes, you could look for an entry. And then, yeah, that's kind of how you could take this trade setup. But it's right now, it's above VWAP. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Waved. So waved is up 14%. It was up 30% yesterday. Currently looking at the chart on a larger time frame. Where is resistance? It's literally at resistance, so around here. So we can use a psychological level, which is around 370. So we can notice what's happening here is that we got a rejection once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7. So there's a lot of rejection here. We need to make sure if we're trying to consider anything or any entries on this, we simply just need to wait for a candle to close above 370 because then we know that there is a higher probability that the stock will continue to go up, right? So waved, so wait for 370 break above. Right, so that's what you need to wait for on waved. AGBA I have here on my watch list. So look here, although it didn't come down to exactly this trend line, right? This is where the trend line is. It doesn't mean it doesn't have to come to exactly. It can go a little bit above, which it has and looks like it's reversing, or it can go below and push up. But at the moment, it looks like it's trying to reverse, and then we can have around this level as a resistance. We can push it up a bit. We can maybe go, this is as tight as we can go, like this. This is what we can have so far. So right now, this is what we have on AGBA. So maybe it could be good entries here. If you did have a stop loss, it would obviously be underneath here, right? Below this trend line, which is, I would say, give it some room, maybe 315. It is a bit of a larger stop loss. However, what is it? Yeah, it's like a 12% stop loss, but this would be a swing trade setup due to it being on the 4-hour. If this was on the 5-minute, it would be a completely different story. That is where you would look for day trade setups. So for this at the moment, AGBA, it looks like it's trying to reverse. So maybe you could look for entries here, as I mentioned. Your next resistance level is around 408, 410, and then you have 450, then 492. So those are your levels on that. IVP, I just went over, did I just go over IVP? Yeah, IVP, I just went over this one. So if you just scroll back, you'll be able to see what I talk about in that one. Just join. Yes, Reza, bro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take it easy today. Take it easy today. Just join the live trading session and just see how the Discord works and the alerts, because although you want to try and make money, and I know that's the goal, but you know, you're here for at least a month, and just try and understand how the alerts and everything work. And then once you get comfortable, you can maybe start tomorrow, or you can just start fresh on Monday. But yeah, if you want to trade today, just do, I would say, suggest just small size. That's all, 1 or 2 shares just to get used to it. AGBA, yeah, AGBA whenever waved, INOD, let me look at INOD. Let me keep this on watch, TAOP. INOD, I like this play a lot. I alerted this yesterday. I did a trade review on it as well for members in the Discord. At the moment, Paul, this is what I have, bro. So obviously it's very bullish. I'm expecting continuation. It didn't do anything crazy. Look, yesterday, right? So let's say in this black area here, this was intraday. We can see, look, pretty much just pushed up all the way, right? If you notice, right, what I did was with my entry, if you remember, $9 was the reclaim. We entered on this candle here, 917. This was our, oh, sorry, the red candle we entered. So you can see we waited for it to obviously ran up, pull back. You can go over the trade review, but simply what I did was it ran up, it opened yesterday, it pulled into a falling wedge. This would have been a perfect entry here as it was in a demand zone, but got in a little bit later. It was below VWAP. Over here, once it reclaimed this $9 psychological level, it pretty much just continued to go up. Unfortunately, I did get stopped out the rest of my shares as I moved my stop loss up, but I still was happy regardless. Okay, press the like. That's right. Like it up, like it up, like it up, like it up. Nice. We have 60 people in here. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 60 people. We have 10 likes. Come on, we can get at least half of you liking it. It's free to do so. Free, free, free. Come on, guys. All the charts and everything that I do, just give me a couple likes, you know. X4. Let me have a look at X4. Hi, bro. What's up? Keeping well. Keeping well. Keeping well. X4. Let me have a look at X4. I know X4 is a former runner. At the moment, it is bearish. There's not much volume on it. You can clearly see by the smaller time frames. But yeah, at the moment, it is just in a downtrend. So I've marked $1 psychological level, and then we have 139 is your major resistance. Breaks 139, then you have room up to this level here, which is 155. So you can see what happens is that right now it's bearish. If it closes above, I say 125, then maybe you could look for possible entries. But at the moment, yeah, I wouldn't really get in. No point in getting here, because look, right, if you're trying to buy now, it's just rejection and then a rejection and then a rejection and then a rejection and then probably another rejection. If it closed, right, if it closed above like that, then it's going to retest and then possibly push up. So that's what you have to wait for, unfortunately. I know it sucks. You want to get in early and try and beat everyone, but yeah, we have to wait, unfortunately. OPTN. So OPTN doesn't look too great. I'll go to the daily chart. Let me see. Yeah, daily chart is all over the place. I would mark this as a resistance because we've had previous support and then became resistance, and now it's around there. The 4-hour doesn't look great at the moment. And it's pretty, I mean, it's at $1 psychological level. So with that being said, it's usually a big level. It needs to hold this to reverse, or it will possibly just come down to around this level again, to the lows, 81 cents. So yeah, for me at the moment, yeah, nothing. And then also, look, trend line is bearish. So yeah, bearish trend at the moment. I would personally wait. If I was to get anything on this, it would have to be above 125. That's what you'd have to wait for. That's what you'd have to wait for. Do you try to sell at 3 to 5%? So I've been moving my first target the last few months to 5%. Instead of 3%, but what I've been doing is last week and then this week is just altering it a little bit, because although it's good to sell obviously at 5, 10, 15% is all what we want to do, right? We want to make as much profits as we can. When you're day trading, okay, a lot of these stocks, these high volume stocks, create support and resistance due to the volatility, right? They go up and down, up and down. So throughout those movements, there's a support and resistance in the way of the play. So for me personally, the way I trade, it's difficult as well, is because what I do is, right, say for instance, if the stock runs up and it comes down and up, down, right? Then you can notice, look, if you notice what happens, right? Let's see. So here, let me just give you an example of what I'm trying to say. So if we move this up here, right? So the stock will do this, let's say create support and resistance like this, right? And then right like that. So then you'll notice here is a support, here is a resistance, support, right? So we can do it like this. Let me just get these colors just to explain to you why day trading, when you put certain levels, it's a little bit difficult to have like sell exactly 5% all the time. And that's what I've had to alter now, and I've noticed with my plays. So for instance, right, we can see here, let's put it like this. Just, for example, this is just a trend, right? Let's just imagine the trends like this. But what happens is, for me, okay, I let the stock, right? Let's say market opens here, it runs up. For me, I wait for it to pull back to support, okay? So around this level, okay, this is where I would look for an entry, okay? So around this level here. So I wait for a stock to come to here, okay? So when that happens, when a stock pulls back into here, this is where I'm looking for my entry, okay? So from here to the next resistance, right? Okay, let's say this is maybe 4%, okay? So that means that if I have a 5% first target, it might only get to 4% and then it'll reject, right? And then it will come down. So let's say for instance like that, and then it will do this. It'll reject, and then maybe it'll come all the way down and stop me out, and then it'll run up. So for me, what I do is, what I've been trying to do now is fix my trading a little bit. And because I enter here, and if there is more than, let's say 6, 7%, and then I know there's a clean range on the left-hand side, there's no resistance until maybe 6%, then I will have a 5% first target. But when I'm trading, and what I've been doing for the members is, if I notice a stock is getting to a psychological level, let's say we entered at 860, or let's say 870, and my first target is 906, okay? Then what I will do is I will sell some before $9. The reason is because $9 is a psychological level. I know that maybe that if it gets to $9, it can obviously reject it, or it can break above that and continue, right? So what I do is, when I enter the play, whatever we get in at, I usually have a 5% first target, but I always let members know, okay guys, I'm selling some here due to resistance, or I just put a 3% first target. Yeah, it sucks, but we're here to make money, right? We're not here to lose. So we just gotta accept it. If the setup's there, I'm willing to take it, but sometimes we can't get that 20-30% that we always want, right? So that's kind of why I do I change it up a bit, but most of the time it is 5%. It just really depends on if the stock is created, if it's a lot of volatility, creating a lot of support and resistance. No problem, bro. GWAV is here. GWAV, this is your resistance here. So resistance is 8.3 cents. So at the moment, I personally wouldn't be entering, because look, rejection, and then a rejection, and then we can say rejection here, rejection. We need it to close above, retest, and then it'll go up. So at the moment, it's just a waiting game. 5-minute chart, yeah. Look, it's getting to here, another rejection, and a rejection, and a rejection. So it's very difficult right now to decide if you want to enter, because if you're trying to enter now, it's very, very difficult, because you're going to be forcing it, because it most likely will reject. You know? CSLR. So CSLR, we have a 4-hour. 4 hour, here we go. So 4 hour, we can see that it's making high highs, high low, high high, high low, and then now it's broken it. So at the moment it is bearish because look, the trend right now is bearish. But this is your demand zone around this level here, okay? Because this is kind of your range where there is found support. So maybe this might be a good area for entries, but there's not enough volume for me to be interested in this play. But yeah, this is like your demand zone around this level on CSLR. SOPA, what's happening with SOPA? Yeah, I mentioned this one earlier. SOPA is just, there's not much price action, but buys every time it gets to this trend line, I guess. I mean, maybe you could try enter here. Stop loss would be at like 185. That's where you would have it. AIXI. I'm expecting this. Well, I already expected this to go earlier pre-market, but it hasn't really done anything ever since the news or why it's running. It's pretty much just come down. So we'll have to wait and see with this one. I'm trying to make it bullish. I'm trying to hopefully see if it can break out, but at the moment, nothing really. Yep, C-pop. So look here, right? Remember what I mentioned. In a demand zone, this was when I just started the stream. In the demand zone, holding a psychological level, green candle close indicated reversal. Breaking trend line right now, higher probability it will continue to go up. Also, I think it was, yeah, just off VWAP as well. So I don't know if anyone did take that trade. Well done. Here's your next resistance, 332. Here's your next resistance. And then here are your levels. So here is CPOP. Let me just post this. CPOP current levels. Right. JAGX, the mighty JAGX. JAGX. JAGX is in a falling wedge, but look here, right? You see these candles? This is a lot of volume. Candles are getting a lot smaller here. Just indicates that the volume is slowly dying on it. But also, it's not always a bad thing because maybe the sellers are losing control here, and this is where the buyers step in. So maybe there is a possible reversal coming in and breakout on this play. So JAGX, possible breakout coming. So the reason why I say that is simply as I just mentioned, it's in a falling wedge. The candles are getting smaller, which is obviously indicating that there's a lack of volume, but it's also showing that the sellers are losing control and that the buyers are slowly starting to step in. Hopefully, if you get a next green candle, it should continue to push up and break out. That's what you can wait for on that. Do you call your entry and exit in the Discord? Correct. Yes. Every single stock that I enter on the stock market, every trade that I take, I give entries, exits, and stop loss in the Discord. So I say I'm in a stock at $1, and I say my first target is 3 to 5% from that. And then my stop loss is 3% from my entry, given everything, stop loss, entries, everything. And then live seminars, live trading, everything as well. So Twitter, I just share charts. It doesn't mean I'm in. I don't share the charts. The stocks that I buy and I get in and I give as alerts in the Discord, I do not post on Twitter unless it's hit my first target. Because a lot of times it can get shorted, which it has been doing. That's why I stopped doing it. CTMX. I don't know what the hell happened to this thing last night. I was sleeping, so I don't know, but 5-minute chart, yeah, it wasn't anything until 328, which is this major resistance double top here. So yeah, nothing on this, to be honest with you. I'm not really interested in this, to be honest. Okay, CPOP popped, FFIE. This one's a former runner. 4 hour. So FFIE is extremely bearish. Look, it was all the way at 23 cents. It's now worth 4 cents. I would not be touching this if I even got given $1 million. Leave this thing alone. Leave it. It's bearish. Still offering. SGD's going. This was a runner yesterday. SGD broke the trend line. Nice. Yeah, I don't trade these sub $1 plays, but well done on the breakout on that. On SGD. Nice. I'm not too sure how many people did take this, but I think I mentioned this one on Twitter for you guys. I don't know. You just need to wait for the trend line break on that. I mean, that was a big pop. I don't know. I'm assuming there was news. I don't trade sub $1 play, so I'm not really interested. So this was a nice breakout there. Well done on SGD. Don't know if anyone took it. ALLR. How can you save this? It's saved. So when I finish the stream, it's all there. So if you click onto Tigerline Trading, if you click onto our YouTube page, right, you can go and then click onto live. So there's home, videos, live, playlist, community. Click on live. You can watch all 152 of these episodes that I do every single morning. Right, so you can see 152 is the current one. You can watch it once I stop it today. So yeah, you can watch it whenever. ALLR, I would not touch this thing at all. It's extremely bearish. It was worth $5.15 and now it's 76 cents. Stay far, far, far away. Are all your trades day trades? Yes, all my trades are day trades. But some people, some members, they decide to hold overnight. I personally don't. That's just because mentally I don't like to do it, because trading these sub $1 or these volatile stocks that have news, anything can happen. And a lot of times if they're up 100 or 50, 60%, there will always be a pullback, and then probably pre-market they are down like 10, 15%. And I don't want to be in a position where I am down red starting my day and it just plays with my emotions and I'm red for the day and I have to chase back to become green and so on. So unless I have a very good average, I hold my position, but rarely it is I ever hold overnight. But I am starting to do swing trades. I'm starting the first swing trade session of the year on Sunday, hopefully Sunday. We'll be doing a live session with all the members. We're just going to discuss about possible swing trading setups, and then we'll go over a couple and then get into one or two for the week and see how they do play out. So yeah, we're going to be introducing some swing trades as well. CTMX offering it from wrong. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, you're right. I remember I asked some members this morning, but I just saw it go up. Everyone was going, oh, it's running. And then after it went straight down. This ZCMD, nothing on this, unfortunately. I know it was a former runner. I hope you're not holding from when it ran up to $3.60, because right now it's down a lot. If I was to consider anything, it's pretty much only over 180. So yeah, it has no volume. I can tell you that by the 5-minute chart. Look at these dots. Not a good position to be in. But yeah, maybe it has history of running, so who knows, maybe it will continue to run, or maybe it will run, in the coming weeks or so. But yeah, just make sure you always have a stop loss. EBS, this one stopped me out yesterday, little rascal, which is annoying, but yeah, this one, it's just in an uptrend. Look here, steady uptrend, 30-minute. Steady uptrend at the moment. So yeah, it looks like it's pushing to around 489. That's the next resistance level on EBS. It ran, oh, it didn't even run yesterday. It was pretty much even yesterday, but strong bullish trend. That's all I can really tell you. I mean, it looks good for buys. That's kind of how you would put it when a play is running like that. NBSE, let me just move EBS. I would just have it on your watch list though. NBSE, nothing on this at all. I don't know what on earth's going on with this play. Yeah, nothing on this. So look, right now the stock is what? It's ranging, consolidating. If I was to consider any kind of entry, it need to be above. I would have to wait for 0.5, which is a nice psychological level. So if it breaks above 0.5, maybe you can look for entries, right? So I'm going to, let me have a look. Anything else? Let me just refresh and go through, and let me go through some Twitter posts. I know someone just asked me about AIRE, A-I-R-E. Let me have a look at AIRE. So AIRE, we have to clean this chart up a bit. We go the 1 hour, see what's going on. Maybe AIRE's looking all right. Just get this trend going. Maybe falling, I don't know, it's not a falling wedge. But here's your demand zone. So you can use this whole range. Just use that demand zone. As possible entries here, maybe you could try take some. But for me, considering this, nothing at the moment. It's not my kind of setup. personally. I need some volume for this thing to go. But the candles look around the 1 hour, so it looks okay. I mean, look, it's every time it gets to demand zone, it pushes off. So maybe this is the time it will be reversing. So possible reversal of here in demand zone on air. Right, air. Waved TAOP is here. So TAOP just started running now. I have to go the 1 minute since there is a lack of price action. So all I would do is when I see a stock like this, just draw the trend line. If it breaks above the trend line, maybe you could look for entries. Personally, if I was trying to enter this, I would wait for VWAP, which is around 125. So yeah, you could wait for downtrend break though, for higher risk entries. Wait for downtrend break. So yeah, that's your position on this. If it breaks above, closes above, then maybe continuation to the upside. Mood. Let's have a look at mood. Mood has 0 volume. Mood, nothing on this, brother. Nothing on mood. GWAV is here. Needs 0.83 cents, this one. So for me, I would wait for this, but it can run hard. This is a very nice runner this morning as well. Nothing unless 0.0830 breaks. So you have to wait for that level because you know if it breaks above that, then it's possibly going to continue, but trying to enter now is not worth it. Right. IVP. So IVP is still holding this level. I like it as long as it holds this demand zone. In my opinion, I think this will run. There hasn't been any dump right since the news. So for me at the moment, I think this is possibly a very good play to look for around open. Doesn't mean buy now because it can obviously come down all the way into demand zone, right? So if you're trying to buy now, it can obviously come down an extra 9%, or maybe it'll even come down more to around even down another 15%. So we don't know what will happen unless market opens. So for me, I wait for open, but I do like the current setup. Here's TAOP. Here's your closure above. If you want to take entries, this is where you would take it. You would have taken on the closure here. So 116 would have been your entry. And then, yeah, up to you what you decide for the next, your targets and so on. CPOP looks great. This is definitely a mover that I'm going to be watching. AIXI, I don't know. This is up only 3% right now, but yeah, I'm just going to keep it on watch, but it's not really doing too much at the moment. It's nothing exciting. CTMX, be extremely careful with this. When a play has a huge sell-off like this, right, or the news or whatever crashed, these can usually get run back up, right, and pretty much halt all day. So just be very cautious with that. I personally don't think I will be trading this because it'll be so volatile, giving alerts, and that is extremely difficult. So yeah, it will be very difficult to trade that one. AGBA is just a regular play. I really like INOD, good play to watch. NIVF, nothing unless 140, 156. EBS is moving. Maybe EBS would be nice for entries. I think this is looking very, very solid, EBS. So these are going to be your levels on EBS here. 5.25 and then 560. And then I'll go over your question now. Questions in a minute. 570. Right, so these are your levels, key levels on EBS. EBS key levels. EBS key levels. Very nice play though. It looks good. Yes, Fish, bro, you got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hi, Tiger. I'm in the UK, user 212. So, Hassie's from the UK, and we have quite a few members from the UK as well in the Discord. Majority of them actually do use T212. I know sometimes they don't have some of the stocks on there, but I don't know if it's maybe the account type that you have, because I know I don't know exactly what the situation is with T212, that you have to change to a different account and it has more stocks on it. Or you need to message them. I think sometimes they message them if you can't get enough shares, or they limit your amount of shares you buy. But I know the only other one I would say is that I know of is Webull UK. They have, I think it's commission free for the first 90 days or something. In my opinion, if they had Webull in Dubai, I would be using it in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, yeah, I cannot use it here. But yeah, it's a very good broker. Webull's probably number one. I don't know what it's like the UK side of it, but yeah, the US Webull's very good. But you could try maybe Webull UK. What's your top pick for today? All the colors in the blue, right? All of these on the blue. These are all my top picks. Because I'm not going to tell you which one is going to run, because you're probably going to take out a loan and put all the money into it and let it run, right? I don't know. If I knew which one would be the top pick, I wish I knew. I have to wait for my setups. But these are all the setups in the blue that have high probability of moving. OCGN, I posted OCGN on my Twitter. OCGN is right here. 186 and 210 are your next levels. There's clean range from here all the way to 186, and then 210 is your next level. NWE, sorry. NWE is breaking out of a consolidation zone. So at the moment, yeah, it's breaking out of the zone, which is a good sign. But you need it to close above here to obviously continue to push up. Yeah, it looks good. There's a lot of volume on off this 1 hour candle, or even this 5 minute candle. I don't know if it just had news, I'm assuming. Do you buy in pre-market? Yes, I do buy pre-market. So that's why I tell you guys I only chart from 7 a.m. because from pre-market open, right, there is nothing going on. It's not worth it. It's a waste of time. You're going to be falling asleep. The volume starts to come in from 7 a.m. Eastern, right? And then obviously you have the 8 a.m. volume coming in, because that is when majority of people can trade on their brokers. So 7 a.m. is probably the best time to trade if you want to trade pre-market. Anything earlier, you're going to be falling asleep. So I look for 1 or 2 setups from 7 a.m. because that's usually when the volume comes in, and then pretty much just chill and then do this, and then live trading, and then I wait for open. And that's what I do. So I never buy at market open. Maybe I'll wait 1 hour, maybe I'll wait 15 minutes. It really just depends how long I wait, but I wait at least 15, 20 minutes for anything that I take from market open, because it's extremely volatile. And obviously, since we do give alerts in the Discord, trying to give plays for people to get in, right, it's going to be very quick. And yeah, we have to wait for the volatility to cool down. Cool down. SGD is breaking out right here. So this is what's happening. It's looking for continuation from yesterday. 58% yesterday, 27% today. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets to $1 today. Workhorse. Workhorse. Has it got a high short percentage? Short flow? I think it has. 4 hour. I don't know. 4 hour maybe a flagging a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a flag forming, not really, maybe, yeah. I mean, nice strong bullish candle. When was this? 2 days ago, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. So maybe we'll see if this one does move. For me, I'm not really interested in it, but yeah, this is what you have. Possible flag on Workhorse. So this is a bull flag, because there's the flagpole, and then it's trending like that. So this is Workhorse is possible bull flag. All right, guys, I'm going to head into the Discord. Members, I will catch you in there. I am not live trading today. It's Hassie's turn to live trade today, so he will send out the link once he is awake and up. But yes, I know we had 2 members that just joined now as well for the Discord. Welcome. Please check your DM, because I messaged you, and you will go through the channels there and just simply watch them, and you'll see what the Discord's all about. There is a link if you want to join. If there are spots, click on it, and then if there are any tiers available, you'll be able to join. If not, yeah, when the spots are open, you can just keep checking. All right, members, I will see you in the Discord. Guys, I will catch you then. Thanks again, guys, on Twitter. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great